it was like a kind of a counter to a Death Wish, those kind of films that were being made, and we were trying to make movies like that. But it was from the feminist perspective, which obviously changes the whole deal. But it came from that you know, this period that we lived through, you know, and the idea of Ms, just calling it Ms, you know. And we found Zoe. She was 17 years old. And she was a liberated woman, you know, at 17. She was very intelligent. Just came to a casting, you know, and we knew immediately. You know, she had it all. She was very intelligent. You know, unfortunately, she died 20 years later of, you know, she was a heroin addict for a long, long time. So it was a real disaster. But, and it was a real great loss of talent, you know, for her to die before 40 and forget it. She was a writer. She was a great musician, you know, when she...
In New York?
It's all New York, downtown Manhattan. She was going to Columbia University, and then she actually came to Italy, became really radicalized. Was with the Red Brigade, who knows, she had all kinds of crazy stories. Piazza Vittorio is a documentary of the people in the neighborhood I live in.
Are they young or?
They're young, they're old, they're from Africa, they're from China, they're from Italy, they're, you know, it's the whole gamut of all kinds of people, famous, not famous, rich, poor, you know, from Afghanistan, from India, you know, we've got the gamut of the neighborhood, because Piazza Vittorio, near the train station in Rome and near the Colosseum, and is where the immigration, you know, this reality of immigration in Italy is going on a day by day, minute by minute, constantly changing deal. And, you know, we put the camera on people and just let them express themselves. That's what it is.
And you mentioned somebody of them are famous and not famous.
Right.
Is it the time when you become famous change your attitude for life?
What's famous? You know, I'm famous in my
do
neighborhood. Somebody's famous in the neighborhood. Sometimes people recognize some of the actors that we use. They recognize them from one movie. They don't really know them.
No, when you become a director who can invite Christopher Walken or Daniel Defoe to be actor for your movie.
But we paid them. It's not like we invite them.
Yes, of course, but they're also very picky, so they wouldn't film everywhere. So, I mean, my question is, did your life has been changed after...
Did my what?
Life.
My life changes every day, every minute. You know, I started making films when I was 16. I was famous when I was 19. I was probably more famous when I was 19 in the world that I was in. You know, and then there's times we were famous, sometimes there's times we didn't even make movies. You know, so it's a constant journey through 50 years, you know, 50 years of filmmaking. You know, I never go to fame.
But why you shift from the feature to documentary?
The features are like documentaries. I mean, we shoot what we can shoot. Right at the moment now, we've done 3 documentaries while we're trying to put this film together that we were at today in Siberia. So, you know, it's things we want to do. We did a film about the music of our movies called Live in France. We did a film about Padre Pio, you know, and...
Did you work with Robert Daly?
Yeah, one time we did, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah. I started working on him, but then I ended up leaving the movie, so... I cast him and he ended up doing it, but yeah, he's an interesting guy.
And you like this kind of evil character?
Well, he's not an evil character. He's a singer. He's a very warm, compassionate guy. You know?
But you prefer to live now in Italy?
Yeah, Rome.
In Rome. And what do you think if you would be? Let's come back to my first question. If you would be very young.
Yeah.
Again, 17, in 2017, what you would wish to young filmmakers?
What would I say to a 17-year-old who wanted to make sure you want to do it, but it's not, you know, I mean, if you feel it, you got to follow it, you know, and you got to, you know, it's like a beautiful way, and stay true to yourself and stay true to your ideas. And know that it's if that's the tool, the camera you're using, and the filmmaking to express who and what you are, you know. And doing it. You know, you want to share what you have. You want to make people's lives better. Make people understand you. You understand them. You understand the actors. You know, shooting something is a sacred deal, man. You know, it's like a sacred act. It's like the meditation.